Welcome back to the Weed Mind, guys. I am Nick, and guess what? Everything is turned off of Ethereum. We're mining Ergo like mad, and some rigs, well, just one, got turned off completely. The time is nigh. Ethereum is going away, which pretty much leaves us with a very few options. Those options are Ethereum Classic, Ergo, Firo, Flux, and Nyaxa, and a couple other ones out there somewhere. Whatever. We don't know. Okay. But Ergo is the one that everybody wants to go to. Everybody really wants to go to Ergo, and that is because it's more power efficient. It's really easy to mine. It's power efficient. It's straightforward. It uses a lot less electricity. This whole farm uses about 4,500 less watts, 4.5 kilowatts less doing Ergo. With rising prices on electricity costs, power costs, you name it, it's the best thing to mine right now in terms of using up power. And hopefully that's the one everybody goes to. Now, is that going to be the main one? Is it going to be Flux? I actually kind of wanted it to be Flux, to be honest. Okay, so Flux is like my favorite, right? With all those parallel assets and all their plans and everything that they're doing in their ecosystem, I really like Flux, but Ergo is just so much easier to mine in terms of strain on hardware, using electricity, ease of setting everything up. I mean, over on 2 miners, I guess you can even get paid out in Bitcoin instead of the Ergo. It'll automatically do it all for you. That's awesome stuff. But that power saving is going to be the biggest one with all the power increase and costs going up. It will be king, I think and hope. I really, really do. So everything here is mining Ergo, with the exception, of course, of the AMP Holo minis. These guys do 300 mega hash on Ethereum Classic as well. And I've been kind of fighting with one of them. Like, 4 of them perform incredibly well. And we're talking, 320, 330 hash on an advertised 300 ASIC, right? Except this guy. He likes to stick around 240, 230, something in there. I don't know why. But he's only been running for a couple of hours. These guys can take a long time to even out. So I'm just going to let him run, let him sit, do what he's got to do. In terms of rigs that we had to turn off, I had to say goodbye, at least in part, to the Vega 64 rig. And I just noticed something here. Is that what is that? Oh my God, that's a bug. Oh, that's a big old bug. Ooh. Okay, whatever that bug was, had a really fun ride in the last 2 seconds of its life. I think it was like a bee got stuck in the blower fan. That's not good. No, how the heck the bee get? Whatever. Anyways, these are Vega 64s flashed to Vega 56s to try to be as efficient as possible on Ethereum, and they worked great for the longest time. But right now, unfortunately, they're not profitable on anything. I was really hoping that on Ethereum Classic they would have been profitable still, but unfortunately that's not the case, at least right now. These guys are doing Ethereum Classic, and they're so efficient that these guys are actually fairly profitable on Ethereum Classic. And I have a feeling that's going to be what ends up going to ETC, or all the ASICs and everything, until that price goes up. Now, not sure what exactly is going to happen, but let's go inside, go over a few things. First things first, just to get it out of the way, no financial advice, zero financial advice, none here. With that said, there's a whole bunch of crap that I'm trying to do. This is my plan, opinion / whatever. Okay, so first things first, the Ergo. Ergo, I'm hoping this is the new coin. I'm hoping this is the new Ethereum. I think most people hope that this is it. At least us GPU miners. Why is that? Lower power, easy to work with, etc., etc. Like I mentioned, I'm 4,250, sometimes 4,500 watts less, probably even more, because I'm dealing with less heat. I can keep the fans down lower. The cards aren't trying to absorb more power because they're getting hot. If you guys don't know or haven't realized it, the hotter these cards get, the more power hungry the more power they try to draw to maintain those same hash rates / performance, whatever. So the cooler you keep them, they actually use a little less power, and things are working out pretty well in that regards. Now, I mentioned the Vega 64 rig. That's this guy, AMD Rig 1. It is completely turned off. All right. Now, right now, these are flashed to Vega 56s. That's why it says 56 all up and down there. And for the life of me, I could not find a single coin that this thing is profitable mining. Now, that doesn't mean that these cards are going to be just completely bad and never used again. You know, if we didn't get the horrible inflation report today, which crashed all the markets and crap, like all across the board, then perhaps these guys would have still been profitable a little bit today. The only thing that these guys are kind of useful for is speculative mining, but there's some algorithms that it just don't want to work on. Like, they'll do Ergo, but not efficiently. For the life of me, I cannot get these to work with Flux at all. Maybe it's just me and my settings, don't know, but I cannot get them to work there. Ethereum Classic, of course, they'll perform just the same as regular Ethereum, but Ethereum Classic is not profitable for these things at all. So what do we do with them? I think what we're going to end up doing is just leaving them sit there for a little bit. And, you know, a lot of people, so many miners out there, especially the smaller ones. Well, I guess I'm considered a small miner. I got, a decent little amount going, but most of them are going to like either panic sell their GPUs or just be like, you know what, I'm done. It's not even necessarily a panic sell. It's just like, I'm going to mine till you can't mine Ethereum anymore, and I'll be done with it and just sell my stuff. There's a lot of people that are going to end up doing that. They're just mining till then, and okay, they're just calling it quits. Not because unprofitable or going to other place. They were just trying to get in on the goods, right? That's actually going to be a lot more people than you guys probably think. But what that opens up is a pretty good opportunity for a lot of the regular miners and such. This is going to be a time where it might not be a bad idea to start stocking up on some cards. Now, eBay, I don't like buying on eBay, but a lot of cards I had to, especially during when everything was getting crazy. But let's look up a 3090. The 750, 1020. You gotta be real careful when surfing on eBay and buying stuff. I don't like necessarily just showing you guys, oh, hey, look what you can get, because might not be terribly accurate. Like, take this guy, for example, a 3090 Inno3D that I would just never buy. Good feedback, got one available. Okay, I don't know that brand. I've never used that brand, but maybe it's a good deal. $800 for a 3090. It wasn't that long ago where this guy right here was going for almost $3,000. I remember 2,400, 2,800. It was stupid, but 7 feedback. Come on now. I ain't buying nothing from nobody with 7 feedback unless it's like $1, and then I'd still be mad when they take it and run. Little side tip. Make sure it's 100% feedback. I don't buy from anybody who doesn't have at least 200 positive feedback, flawless feedback rating, and have had several transactions within the last 30 days, within the last month. If it doesn't meet that criteria, I don't buy from them. I know that kind of shuts out a lot of the newbies and everybody coming to eBay, but when it comes to stuff like this, scams all over the place. Protect yourself. That aside, the prices have come down drastically, and it's very possible that they could come down even more. Don't know. My prediction is they'll probably come down a little bit more. ASICs will start to come down a little bit more, but I don't know. And I don't think they're going to come down too much further. Why is that? Within the next couple of months, things are going to start balancing out, right? I'm over here on Ergo. These haven't been running for 24 hours just yet, so there's a little while to go for this to kind of balance out. But this right now is looking okay. It'll be better at this time tomorrow because I just got done moving all my rigs over completely. Not a single thing is mining Ethereum at this point. So it's going to take at least a couple of months for things to level out. And plus you have the economy going just absolute crap, okay? Inflation all over the place, electricity costs skyrocketing, all this thing. And the one thing that worries me the most is the electricity cost. But that aside, it's going to take a couple of months for all this stuff to start leveling out. So people are going to start liquidating their stuff, and they're already doing it now. And in this 2-month little period, I'm thinking it'd probably be the best time to get whatever it is that you're going to get, to try to get some good deals. Certainly not opposed to it. And I'm sitting here looking, I almost pulled the trigger on some 2080 Ti's that I found And I was like, ooh, do I buy this? Do I buy that? Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Because there's a reason why I don't have anything mining Flux right now. Even though I personally would rather prefer to mine Flux. Just overall power. Now, like I said, the amount of power I consume has gone down like 4,250 to 4,500 kilowatts. All right. Well, 4.5 kilowatts. I don't want to that. I'm not running a flux capacitor here. Okay. At some point, I probably could if I keep expanding the way I'm doing, but that's beside the point. The amount of power that we use has dropped since Ethereum. Ergo is the one to go to. It really, really is nice. And I always calculate my power out as to 18 cents per kilowatt hour. Okay. It's a little higher than what I actually pay, but I always do that, assuming the worst. And, my electric bill this month was, it's, for just the mine, it was $3,200. Okay. Yes, I still made a profit, but it's slim. It's going down, which is why I'm really looking into solar and other kind of options to try to offset as much as I can. Different story, different day. But Ergo's really good on electricity. Flux is not. Flux is easy on the cards, it seems. My cards never overheat. My cards would often overheat on Ethereum or even Ethereum Classic. On anything with Kapow or whatever, it's like, oh my God, because that's a harsh algorithm. Flux seems to be easy on the temperatures, but it consumes even more power, which I kind of don't get. It's really weird. And somebody has to explain that to me down in the comments. But, my power consumption goes up to such a point that I'd actually have to replace where all my rigs are sitting in order to manage the power properly and the heat. So I don't want to mine. I want to mine Flux, but not at what it does to my video cards, if you're trying to catch my drift here. Unless I had a ton of 2080 Ti's. I only got 2. I'm still debating whether or not I should do this because 2080 Ti's are the most efficient on Flux. So I'm just like, okay, I think Ergo is probably going to be it. It's probably going to stick around for a while. And what I'm thinking is going to end up happening is like, yes, you're going to have the price pumps, right? I really think Ethereum Classic is going to have a price pump, regardless of the current, inflation rate, market, everything tank or whatever. You're like, we heard they came out with the news. Woo, you see all the bars goes like straight down. I got Neoxy up. I don't know why. I just keep staring at it because hope. But anyways, all the lines just go straight down, and you already see it starting to bounce up a little bit, trying to correct itself, and it'll probably start to correct itself here. Probably in the next hour or two. Who the frick knows? I can't predict anything anymore, apparently. So I'm expecting Ethereum Classic and Ergo and Firo and Flux and any of these GPU specific mineable coins, ASIC resistant, I guess I could say, to really kind of pump up. Ethereum Classic is not ASIC resistant, but that's where the hash power from Ethereum is probably going to go, and it's going to have kind of the same effect. So I'm really thinking that the price should realistically shoot up significantly, which also includes Ergo. If Ergo within the next month or so pops to $10, I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be great. I would absolutely love it. Will it? Probably not. I don't know. But there's a possibility. And I'm thinking that overall it probably will go up. So what you're mining at now, the profitability that you see on what to mine, if you just hold, you're not really earning that, are you? If you're mining now and you're getting Ergo at $5 a pop, and however long from now, so let's say 3 months from now, and you're just hodling, whatever. And 3 months from now, it's $10. Well, and you sell then, well, in all reality, you were kind of mining at that. If you think about it, you even things out. You don't show loss or gain until you sell. That's a whole that thing. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys. So all of our rigs are completely and utterly off of Ethereum. Everything is on Ergo. I do want to get some on Flux, but considering the power issues and profitability and all this stuff, I'm going to continue doing what I did with Ethereum. And that is, I'm just mining what's going to make the most money. Because, I would like to be that kind of person where I can have rigs over here mining Flux, rigs over here doing Ergo, rigs over here doing Ethereum Classic, and then a whole bunch of other smaller coins and pet projects and stuff. I'd love to have that. But cost-wise, I can't. So I have to try to go with what's the most profitable. And that's what a lot of us should be doing, especially now with the economy and everything. Go with what's the most profitable. If you have to sell it. And then if you're trying to get some other coins, use that to get those coins. Of course, you got a lot of people out there who like really believe in certain projects and everything. Thumbs up to you guys, and you're going to mine it regardless. That's freaking awesome. But when you got some high power bills to pay, can't necessarily do that. So just be real careful what you do, what you get. And if you're going to buy any GPUs shortly after the merge, give it a couple of days, start looking. If you're in a position where you can get a whole bunch of GPUs, I highly, highly recommend it, because look at this right here. These are those Vega 64s, right? Nothing is profitable outside of Ethereum. That's it. That's all garbage, right? Nothing. You go down the line. It don't matter what you look at. It's all negatives. You're spending money. You're not making it. But a month from now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, they might be profitable again. That's a little bit of a gamble. But more modern cards, I'm thinking I'm going to stock up on a few things. We'll catch you in the next video.